What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 223, and today we have the Capital One Cup final against Newcastle United as we try and retain our trophy which we won last year. And yeah, I'm really excited for this, and of course it is a live commentary as well, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. And I'm also going to put Newcastle in their classic here, just because why not? Yeah, we're taking on Newcastle, and we're also going to be using a backup side for it as well. Now the reason being is because we have a league game in midweek, which is really important because we do need to get ourselves back into the title race, and also we have been using a backup side throughout the entire competition. Now we've got to the final, so why can't we go on and win it with the backup side? So this is the side we'll be running with. We've got McCarthy in goal, back for Carrasco, Ninkov, Wilkinson and Wright. Catamol and Malander are playing holding mid with Tilson as the CM, and Makola, Polo and Kane are the front three in a 4-3-3 defend, and that is the bench as well. So yeah, I'm confident we should be able to win this despite using a backup side, and yeah, let's just get straight down to the game. Now this is a live commentary, of course, and as always the live commentaries in the finals, and we answer questions. We answer questions from Twitter, and you can follow me on Twitter at @Docklanders if you wish to do so, and you can get involved by asking questions and all that good stuff. I said before, I highly recommend you follow me on Twitter, not just because I'm egotistical about my follow account, just joking, I don't really care, but because when you follow me on Twitter, you will always get a link when a video gets posted. So for those of you that have troubles with your YouTube sub box and so on and so forth, follow me on Twitter, you will never miss a video. And also as well, you can get involved with some decisions in career mode. Sometimes, as I said before, we'll have a little straw poll up there, and there may be a decision. For example, during this career mode, when we were at Spurs, I did a straw poll on Twitter. Should we sign Christian Eriksen? You guys voted yes, and it was you guys who made the choice. So if you follow me on Twitter, you can get involved with some of the decisions on the career mode. But there you go. You can follow me on Twitter at @Docklanders, and that's where I've got my questions from. So, we'll get down to it in just a moment, but I just want to say as well, 223 episodes, an amazing amount, and thank you very much for all the support. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to know that you guys are still enjoying the series after so many episodes, and it really does, mean a lot to me. I really do appreciate it, and as per usual, if you can help the series out by leaving a like, if you can help my channel out by leaving a like, please do so. It only takes a second, and it really does help my channel out. And also as well, a couple of people have been asking me when I'm going to be stopping this series. I want to get to the same amount of episodes as I did in my FIFA 13 career mode. That's the answer to that. I got to 267 episodes, 276, something like that. A load of episodes on my FIFA 13 career mode, and I want to get the same amount of episodes as that one as well. So, not this season, maybe the season after, the next one, I don't know, but certainly not at the end of this season. But to be honest, I'm really enjoying it, and most of you guys seem to be still enjoying it as well, so thanks very much for that, and hopefully that answers that. But anyway, we're into the Capital One Cup final, trying to retain our trophy. We're using a backup side, and we are also going to be answering questions from Twitter. So there you go, let's get to the first one, get ourselves ready. And yeah, here we are. So the Dorst opens up the question and answer video by saying, what is the point in life in your opinion? The point of life, it basically is just a question what the point of life is. I'd say that's pretty much how it is. In order for us to develop and to continue to go on and progress, I feel as though we need to constantly question everything, and just questioning the point of life is as severe as you can get, really. So I'd say it's just to continue questioning. That's my opinion. Oh, goalkeeper's out of his goal. I messed up. So yeah, I'd just say it's just to continue questioning what the point of life is, and so on and so forth, really. I'd say obviously, well, I don't want to get too in depth to it, and I don't want to cause a bit of a debate in the comment section with religion and so on, but I genuinely feel as though it just is to constantly question the meaning of life. That is the point of life on its own, so there you go. I'd leave it as simple as that, to be honest. Oh, come on, Danny, right, you got pace. That's nice. I love how I've kitted him out as well. Come on, Kane, inside. Oh, I didn't do it quick enough. Got those little white tapes on, and the white boots as well. Oh, Ricky Tilson. Ah, he's tackled. Foul, ref, please. No, okay. Did I change the half length to 8 minutes? I think so. Anyway, next question comes from Jamie Creek. He says, why do you never support an international team? Just because I don't. I don't really feel the need to. The thing is, right, this question gets asked quite a bit, and I usually shy away from answering it, but I thought, no, this time I'll answer it, right? The thing is, I don't really feel like you should be morally obligated to support the country you were born in. I don't really understand why that's the case, I really don't. And that doesn't mean I feel as though you should be obligated to support any international team either, I don't watch international football in qualifiers or friendlies. I only watch international football when the tournaments come around. For example, right now the World Cup's on. This is July the 3rd for me. The World Cup's on, I'm enjoying it. But I don't watch the international football for the qualifiers for this tournament or anything, so I don't really feel like I'm affiliated to any team. I'm not affiliated to, oh wow, why did I do that? Oh, McCarthy! What kind of goalkeeping is that? That's poor by me, but even so, that was pretty much straight at ya. Dear oh dear, I'm 1-0 down. That's my fault, obviously, but still. Goalkeeper. How slow do you want to get down? Seriously, I want to see that again. Look at that. Basically went through his hands. I mean, it's my fault for playing a cross-field ball across my own penalty area, but even so, that is poor goalkeeping. I just don't feel like I'm affiliated to my national team just because I was born here, And I raised the point again, you're not forced to support the team you're closest to geographically, I was, let's not use me as an example because it's not as easy, but, say someone's born in Manchester, that doesn't mean they're, forced and morally obligated to support Manchester United or Manchester City or any club from around that area. If they support Chelsea or Arsenal or Liverpool, so what? They're not morally obligated, and no one's going to be like, oh, that's just so disgraceful. How can you not support a club that you were, born nearby? That's just bang out of order. So I don't understand why it's the same for the country. You were born in England, yet you don't support England, you're such a twat. I don't understand why it's different. I really don't get that. So, for me, I'm not morally obligated. I don't feel a moral obligation to support my country, so I don't. I don't watch international football, so I don't feel as though I have to support them when the tournaments come by. I'm a neutral. I don't want England to fail. I'm not, one of those people that are like, yes, I can't wait to see England go out the group stages in the World Cup because I hate them so much. No, I'm a neutral. If they win, I guess it's a good thing because people in this country are happier, but I'm not really bothered either way. And I don't really feel as though it's such a big thing. To me, it literally is nothing to me, supporting an international team. I don't feel you should be morally obligated to support the one you were born in, or any for that matter. So there you go. It's just one of those things people always have something against, and I just can't really work out why. If you're someone who complains about those that support a team different to the one that they were geographically based in when they were born, then that's fair enough. But when you criticise someone for not supporting a national team, yet you don't criticise someone who's a Chelsea fan despite being born in Leeds, then I don't really understand why you should have the right to criticise them for not supporting a national team. It's yin and yang. You gotta look at it both ways and be fair. But there you go. That's why I shy away from it anyway, because I know people are very they just don't seem to understand. But there you go. I can't believe I'm 1-0 down. That was such a bad piece of goalkeeping. I mean, yeah, it was my fault, don't get me wrong, but that was so poor. That was genuinely like the worst and slowest dive I've ever seen. I need to get myself back in the game. And the whole reason I played 4-3-3 defend was to make sure I wouldn't concede an early goal. Here's a chance. I've got to finish this one. Tight angle. Oh, it's a great save. I didn't want to cut back, but I probably should have done. Oh, that's a nice turn. Cross it towards Kane in the centre. Headed away. Tilson win that. Oh, Polo. Ronaldo chop. And fake Rabona. And where am I going with this? And still, that's really, really poor. I want to get myself back on level terms before half-time. I cannot make sure... I cannot be losing at half-time. That's just the worst feeling, because you just feel as though that's going to be the same scoreline come the end of the game as well. But oh man, McCarthy, I'll stop going on about it. But even so, that was such poor goalkeeping. And these guys are breaking through my defence so easily. Oh my goodness. I need to get some tackles in here. Maybe I should have gone with a stronger defence, but even so. Come on, Polo, you can get there. Anyway, I was answering questions, wasn't I? And next question comes from Terry, and he says, what's your favourite couch gag from The Simpsons? I don't know. There's been some really good ones. I like the one with the circus. I think that's really funny. I think they actually used that twice, but I found that one quite funny. But I also like the one as well when they do the evolution one. I think that's really, really cool. That's a nice sort of touch by the developers. That's kind of cool. They do some great couch gags though, The Simpsons. Oh, that would have been such a good ball. Next question comes from Jack Harley. He says, how did you come up with your name, and how did you get Lasogga to an 89 rated striker when he starts at 74 and only has 81 potential? I'm not going to answer the first question because I answer it like I've answered this question so many times and I just keep going on about it, and it's just Oh, it's so annoying to keep answering the same question over and over again. But the second question was, how do you get Lasogga to 89 potential when he's only got 81 potential? The answer, quite simply, is that players' potentials aren't 100% fixed. You know, players can outgrow their potential. Players cannot live up to their potential. Although they may have a base potential, that's not fixed 100%, and it means in every single career mode it's going to be the same. It differs from career mode to career mode depending on form, games played in their preferred position, and so on and so forth. So yeah, he may have improved better for me, but for some people he might not have improved as 1-1. I thought I'd just shout there just in case I messed it up. For some people he may not have improved as much as mine. That's not because I'm glitching the player somehow, or I'm cheating somehow, or whatever. It's just because maybe he's just been in really good form for me, and I don't know. There's player potential, like I said, isn't 100% fixed, and it will always alter depending on career mode. You could play 2 separate career modes and have the same player, but based on different form and games played in their preferred position. Oh my god, McCarthy, stop coming out of your goal and do something smart for once. It can be altered, so it's, like I said, player potential is never 100% fixed. No, McCarthy, stay in your goal, stay in your goal, stay in your goal. Oh, get out of the way! Get out of the way! My own teammate's almost costing me the goal there. That's a nice turn. On the break, now, Oscar Pola, you've got, ridiculously quick pace. Come on now. Come on. You can get away from him. You've got 98 and 98 for acceleration and sprint speed. Come on. Seriously. Anyway, next question comes from... do you know what? I'm not going to answer your question because I don't like your name. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, it's just... I hate it when people have things like Heskey or Beast, Swagger, things like that in their name. It's so annoying. Anyway, Heskey says, do you think there is too much money in football and the prices are ridiculous compared to 10, 20 years ago? Yeah, obviously. Football is a business, and like everything, the inflation and just the general... Oh, come on, Makola. Oh, what a save that is by the goalkeeper. I thought I was definitely going to score there. Football is a business, and prices will always continue to rise to match the market, and the prices are ridiculous. I'm a massive fan of Luke Shaw. I really am. I think he's a fantastic fullback, and I really do feel like he's got a massive future ahead of him, and I'm really, really pleased he's got a move to Manchester United, and I feel like he's going to do really well there, and I hope he does really well there. But an initial fee of what I think was £27 million for an 18-year-old who's only been capped by his country, 2 or 3 times, and I'm not going to say he's an unproven player, but he's not proven at European level. It's that's just so outrageous. £27 million initial fee, 2-1. That's just mental, and I don't know, it's frustrating that this is how football's becoming, really, but it's just one of those things, and I've said it before, English players are overpriced, and that's one of the biggest problems with our national team, because we overprice these players, and therefore they get overhyped by the media, and therefore the common football fan can't wait to jump on them when they fail, and it's just, I don't know, this national team is never going to get better when these sort of things happen, it really isn't. It forces clubs to go abroad for cheaper talent with similar abilities, and it just ruins English football, really. Chesnoy Gaming says, targets for FIFA 15 channel-wise, what would you like to achieve sub-base-wise this time next year? That's a wise question. Targets for 15 channel, FIFA 15 channel, what I'd like to achieve. I don't really have one, I'm just someone... Oh, McCarthy watching our back. I'm just someone who sort of takes it as it comes, really, and I don't really have set targets. I'm not like, oh, I really want to hit 50k by this date. I don't really care. It's just, my sub base increases gradually, and that's cool, so I don't really have a target, to be honest. But it would be nice to have the same sort of start as I did for FIFA 14. By the time when FIFA 14 first came out, I didn't even have half of the subscribers I've got right now. So I've done really well this year, and I'd like to have a similar sort of start as I did with FIFA 14 in FIFA 15, but I know that might not be the case. So I don't really have a target. I'm just keeping it, keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it fresh, just keeping it as keeping my feet on the ground and just enjoying what's going on right now, and just making sure that I enjoy the channel and YouTube in general as it goes along. Next question comes from Justin Rodriguez. He says, what team do you support? You say you're a neutral about teams in the world, but you live in England. Why is it that way? What? If you mean why I don't support England, I just answered that. But for a club team, I support Millwall. Yay! I support Millwall. And yeah, I just answered the national one. So if that was the question you're answering, then I just answer it. But the club team I support is Millwall. Come on, Mako, this is a really good chance if Polo gets in the box quickly enough, because we can drill it in. That's a poor cross though. Next question comes from Luis Gabriel. He says, "Why do you hate talking about doing a face cam?" I don't hate talking about doing a face cam. I just don't want to do a face cam. I don't hate talking about it at all. I'm talking about it now. I don't hate talking about it. I just don't particularly want to do one because I've got really bad anxiety and. No, I did one skill too many. That was the chance for a wonder goal by Carrasco in the final, and I did one skill too many. Nepenthes back in FIFA 11 and FIFA 10 always used to say this was one of my biggest downfalls. I'm good at doing skills, but I always do one too many. Yeah, I don't hate talking about doing a face cam. I just don't want to do a face cam because I've got too much anxiety. I'm really self-conscious. I don't like my appearance and so on. And yeah, that's why I won't do a face cam. But I don't hate talking about doing it. But yeah, there you go. Oh, Makola, keep running. Good save. Next question comes from Dylan Sheehan, and he says, thoughts on Luis Suarez biting for the third time, and should the ban be reduced? This is such a difficult question to answer because I'm sort of a sit-on-the-fence character for this one. In a way, yes, I think the ban was a bit excessive. Not that I believe that, biting someone is acceptable conduct, but I think the ban was a little bit excessive because it happened at international level, and to ban him for all types of football-related activity, including club activity, I think is quite harsh, to be honest, because it happened on the international stage. But one of the reasons I find it really harsh is because, at the end of the day, and I hate to be this type of guy, but Luis Suarez clearly has a bit of a problem, and I don't mean that in a funny, "Lord, what a fucking idiot, he's got such a problem, mate." I mean it in a way that he's probably got some mental health issues when it comes down to that, because biting someone on the football pitch or anywhere isn't really acceptable behaviour, and it's not even the slightest, normal thing. It's very bizarre. Let alone just attacking someone. Actually biting someone is quite bizarre, and he's clearly got some issues. And he shouldn't be. I'm not gonna say he should be punished for having those issues, but he clearly needs some help with those issues. He needs some actual psychological treatment because he clearly has this kind of weird. I don't know. It's hard to talk about this without. Oh, Jesus. It's hard to talk about this without causing so much of a stir, because some people will be like, well, he bites people, therefore he should be punished. And that's, okay, that's fair enough if you think that, but he clearly has some issues and he needs to get help for those issues. He shouldn't just be thrown to the lions, if you will, and just completely grilled for it and so on. Yes, he should be punished, but he should also be getting treatment for, the reasons why he does these type of things. So, in a way, I do think the ban is excessive. I do understand why it is so extreme, and I do, understand why people agree with it. But personally speaking, I don't think the ban should have been for club level. I think it should have been just for international football. And I also think that he should be receiving treatment for, like I said, his mental health issues, which he clearly has quite a few of them. Come on, Oscar Polo, run. Oh, that would have been such a nice ball. Anyway, next question comes from, and that's not me saying that, anyone that thinks his ban is wrong at all. It's perfectly fine if you think his ban is acceptable or he deserves even more months. That's perfectly fine for you to think that, because obviously biting someone is very, very, very abnormal and not acceptable in the slightest. But I think you just got to look at it from both sides of the incident, really. Anyway, next question comes from. I have to say as well, I really thought the Chiellini tweet was a nice touch as well, saying that he forgives him, it's water under the bridge, and he hopes the FIFA reduce the ban. I thought it was really nice, really good sort of show between two professionals there. Next question comes from Rox. He says, "What do you think of the new Liverpool signings, Lambert, Lallana, and Omre Can?" Or Chan, I can't pronounce it properly because of my accent. I think they're okay signings. I think that Omre Can is actually a really decent looking player, a very decent looking young player. As for Lambert, again, I think he's a decent player. I think the fee they got for him was a bargain, to be honest. Yes, he's in his 30s, but he can still do a job, and he's proved that in the Premier League over the past 2 seasons. I think the fee for Lambert was a bargain, to be honest. And as for Lallana, again, just like Shaw at United, I think a little bit overpriced, but that's the price you've got to pay for English footballers nowadays. And again, it's good to see Rodgers investing in English players anyway. So, yeah, they're decent signings. I do feel like, as they are in the Champions League, they need to be looking at a better class of player. That's no disrespect to Lambert or Omre Chan or Ricky Lambert, but I feel like they should be looking at someone who's, on the standard of, someone like Luis Suarez, for example, instead of signing players who, let's be honest, for Lallana and Omre Chan, they could be good enough one day, but also Lambert's experience. They should be looking at players that are proven at a European level. All three of those players aren't. Anyway, next question comes from Gary Stanton. He says, how much does it cost to start and run a YouTube channel, including consoles and games, etc.? A lot more money than people think. People just think that if they got a console, and a couple of games, they're good to go. It really isn't like that. You need to spend quite a bit of money. You can do it cheaply, but you won't have the best of tools available to you to use. And in YouTube, in an overpopulated market, you need to be able to keep up with the current trends. For example, it may not cost you very much to get a subpar console. For example, a current gen console with current gen games, and a capture card which isn't HD, and editing software which is really basic, and so on and so forth. But if you want to make some kind of success of it and grow your channel quite nicely, you have to keep up with the current trends. That's next gen consoles, that's current games, that's HD recording software, that's good editing software, and so on and so forth. So yeah, you can do it cheaply, but you won't get as much success out of it. So this is a chance here, but I completely messed it up. That was a terrible cross. So yeah, that's the answer to that. You can do it cheaply, but you won't get much success out of it. If you really want to do it well, you need to spend quite a bit of money. Just think, next gen consoles cost hundreds of pounds on their own. Then you got to buy the games. Then if you want to play online, you got to pay for your subscription service. Then if you want to get good recording software, you got to pay upwards of £100 and £100 plus. Then if you want to get good editing software, you could have to spend quite a bit of money for that, and so on and so forth. And if you want a decent PC or computer, for example, or laptop to be able to deal with the amount of editing and the amount of videos you're going to make, you need to get one that's got good enough hardware. So it can be very expensive, and that's one of the biggest issues with a lot of people on YouTube. They don't realise how much it can cost to start the channel up, and they just think it's such an easy thing to do. The answer really isn't. The reality is that it isn't. It's actually quite difficult, and it does cost quite a bit of money. Next question comes from, as I give the ball away again. My passing's been so poor in this game. That was poor. Next question comes from, I need to get the ball on the ground and get some good possession going before I think about answering another question, because otherwise I'm going to give the ball away, I'm going to take my eyes off the screen, and it's going to cost me. And I give the ball away. Oh, Kane. Oh, that could have been the one. Next question comes from, I haven't scored up. Exclusive, and he says, what keeps you interested in one career mode for just about the whole year? It's just you guys. It really is. It's you guys who enjoy the videos. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to start a new career mode, but I know many of you guys still really enjoy this career mode, and it just is, knowing that my subscribers continuously enjoy the content and the series, and that's what keeps me interested. That's what keeps me motivated. It's such a cliche thing to say, and it's such a something I say all the time. People must get sick of it, but it's the truth. It's your support which keeps me going, and if I didn't have your support, I would have ended this series a long time ago, and I probably wouldn't even be doing YouTube right now if I didn't have the support you guys show me, and that's why I'm so appreciative of it. That's why I do at least 2 videos a day, just to show my support and show my appreciativeness of your support. So there you go. Next question comes from Otto Holmberg. He says, do you think Costa will be any good for Chelsea, or will he be a flop? I've said before, Chelsea haven't really had many success stories since Drogba in their striker area, but I'd like to see him do well. And the fact of the matter is, I don't like Chelsea. I am anti-Chelsea, but I'd still like to see him do well, because I think he is a good striker. And I think he's got a lot of hate for what happened in this World Cup, even though he wasn't even a bad player for Spain. He didn't look great, but he wasn't that bad of a player. But I'd like to see him do well, because it'll be interesting to see how he fares in the Premier League. But from a anti-Chelsea point of view, I would like to see him fail. But from a player moving to a new country hoping to prove himself, I'd obviously like to see him do well. But I think he'll do well. I think the key with Chelsea is that they're finally going to get the right system going for their striker. I think that's something which they haven't really had for a while now. They're building a squad which I think could get the striker quite a lot of goals. And look at the squad they could have next year. They've got Fabregas in their roster, obviously, which is a brilliant signing for them. I think Fabregas is an amazing player. I said before, a lot of people think he's overrated. I completely disagree. I think he's amazing. They've got Fabregas in their squad now. They've got a lot of good players. There's quite a bit of talk they're going to go in for Pogba, which I hope they don't because I love Pogba. But they're building a really strong squad, which looks very strong, both offensively and defensively as well. So yeah, I think Costa will do quite well if he gets the support, which I imagine he will. David Joshua says, do you think Man United are overspending right now? Yes, but I think all clubs are. Like I said, I think right now the market is just so so inflated that the players are costing so much money, more than you'd expect them to. An average player could cost double what you'd expect them to, and that's just football, unfortunately. Let's make another couple of subs. I think we won this game now, so let's bring on Kane for Howell, and let's bring on Meekings for Ricky Tilson just to shore up this game. I think I'm going to go a 4-2-3-1. Have Rodriguez as the main striker. Yeah, that seems pretty good to me. Yep. Next question comes from Ryan Moon. He says, where would you be if gaming and social media didn't exist? I don't really know. That's a really good question. Well, obviously I wouldn't be doing YouTube. Everyone knows that because YouTube is a form of social media, so I guess I wouldn't be able to do that anyway. I don't really know, to be honest. It's a difficult question. I'd probably just be in a low-paid job, something I don't really enjoy doing too much, and yeah, that's probably where I'd be, which is why I'm glad that both of those things do exist, to be honest. But there you go. Oh, it's off the bar! Off the bar again! Oh, man. Off the bar twice. That is so unfortunate. Oh, man. Oh, we've got another corner. Okay, come on. We can win it here. Wilkinson. Oh, straight to goalkeeper. Next question comes from Joe Hardcastle. He says, what do you think your aim is in the next 5 years, e.g. jobs or life in general? I've said many, many, many times before, for me, my aim in life has been since the age of 15, up until right now, which is the age of 21. I want to do nothing and want to be nothing other than happy. I just want to do things that make me happy. I want to be a happy person, and that is it. Oh my god, oh my god! I literally just panicked there. I thought I blasted it into my own net. See, my left stick was top left, and I just about rotated it to bottom left to get it away. Jesus Christ, why am I throwing this away? Yeah, I just want to be happy. Like, that's just genuinely as much as I want. I just want to get to a stage where I wake up in the morning, hopefully next to a life partner and, someone I love, and, going to do a job which I really enjoy. Oh, what a cruel deflection! Oh my god, that is so unfortunate. I don't know if you saw that in real time, but that took such a wicked deflection. Oh my god, who was that off? Oh, that is so cruel. I literally should have scored at the other end. I hit the bar twice from the same header, and then the cruelest of deflections. Oh my god, who was that off? I can't tell from here. I think I might have been Catamol. Oh, that is just so harsh, man. That is so harsh. It's my fault for giving away the corner, but come on now. That is just ridiculous. I think otherwise, that wasn't going into a crowd of bodies. That would have been a simple save or blocked and out for a simple clearance. That is so harsh, man. Seriously. That is really harsh. I mean, yeah, it is my fault, don't get me wrong, but that is so misfortunate. And I've made my 3 subs as well. Come on, Rodriguez, come on. Ref, he's pulling my shirt. Ref! Come on, cross. Far post. Makola. Oh, damn it. Melanda. Oh, what the hell? What kind of shot is that? Oh, for goodness sake. I was so close. Oh, it would have been so nice to win it all the way with the backup side as well. Oh, well, extra time. We should still be able to win it because I have been playing better. But even so, that was so cruel. Hitting the bar twice and then having that. Look at this, man. Look at these stats. I played so much better. Anyway, let me turn my light on real quick so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, man, that is so unfortunate. Anyway, Joe Hardcastle said, as I was answering the question and then went into a bit of a mini meltdown, Joe Hardcastle said, what do you think your aim is in the next 5 years? And as I said, I just want to be happy. Like, I really do. I want to have a life partner who I love very much. I want to be in a job which I really enjoy doing, and I basically just want to wake up in the morning and just be happy with how my life is. That's all I really want, and I've wanted that since the age of 15 when I first started becoming a little bit not going to use the word depressed, but very, very sad. But there you go. Next question comes from, go on, get the ball away. Giovanna Poli. Oh, God. Mr. Italiano in the USA, that's what he's also known as. He says, if you could change anything about America, what would you change? I've said before, stop prioritising gun control. Start prioritising gun control. Always messed up. Start prioritising gun control over just having the right to own guns and use guns. And start investing more in mental health services. It's pretty simple. Oh no, McCarthy, stay on your line! Will you stop coming out? Jesus Christ. I'd prioritise mental health and, get out of this stupid obsession with guns, seriously. Teach people that guns are bad. I mean, you're in a country where, you have guns in order to protect yourself from people that have guns. How messed up is that, seriously? Just so flawed. Oh, what a save, McCarthy! Oh my God! Oh my God, how did he save that? Jesus Christ, he's been having such a bad game. How did he save that? That was mental. It's a shame you're not going to see it on a replay. Oh my goodness, that was mental. That's probably the best double save I've ever seen. That was crazy. Anyway, that's what I've changed about America. Let's invest more in mental health and let's sort this ridiculous gun problem out. Come on, McCullough, what a ball! Oh, there it is! There it is. That is so deserved. That is so deserved after what happened in the stoppage time. That is so deserved. Next question comes from, how does it feel, Newcastle, knowing that you should have conceded and then the other team scores? Next question comes from, he doesn't have a name, but he says, what do you think about vlogging? Is it fair that some people only earn a lot of money by recording themselves while speaking? Yes, of course it's fair. I said this before. I don't really know why people have this kind of downer on people making money on the internet. Like, I really don't. It's, I'm on a forum, right? I'm on a forum, and people know I have a YouTube channel, but, they don't watch my videos or anything. They just know that. And I've been on this forum since before I started doing YouTube, and they seem to sort of make fun of myself, and I sit there and I think, why? Like seriously, why? It doesn't bother me. If you want to make fun of how I get my money, that's totally fine. Oh, I should have been 4-2 and game over. If you want to make fun of me because of how I get my money, that's fine. But I make money via the internet, and that's a thing now. That's how some people make money. I don't really understand why it's such a negative thing, and it really confuses me, And as for vlogging, just specifically, again, I don't really see why it's an issue. Some people are really. I'm subscribed to quite a few vloggers, and they really do entertain me. So, I don't really see why they shouldn't be allowed to, be entitled to get money just because, their form of, getting that money is recording themselves talking into a camera. I really don't. It's just one of those things, really. I think it's just this problem where people are either jealous or they just don't understand that this is the thing now. This is how some people make their money, and that's how it is. And again, I don't really see why people should complain about it anyway. And I'm not saying you're complaining, because I'm sure you're not, but it's just one of those things. Like my dad, for example, he just cannot understand how some people make money on the internet. He just doesn't think it's fair. He thinks that you should get a proper job, and it's like, well, I earn a paycheck which is more than yours. So I don't get it. But then again, that's not saying much because my dad's now retired. But even so. Next question comes from, when I get to it. Come on, McCullough. I'm going to cross this in again. Hope for the same result. Ah, it's a great header away. I want to make it 4-2. Oh, he's giving the ball away. Ah, it's blocked. Come on, keep the chance alive. Meekings, that's a wonderful touch. That's a good piece of control, and it's blocked again. Next question comes from Yasin Kirchhoff. He says, what do you want to be changed on YouTube towards your connection with the subscribers? How can they make it more interactive? I have said many, many times before that I would like the idea of being able to leave a comment. Sorry, not leave a comment. Basically leave a comment. What? Makona, what are you doing? Be able to comment and leave a little note, if you will, when you leave a like or a dislike. I want that to be the case. I want to know, when I get dislikes on my videos, right, it frustrates me because I know that many times it's just people hating. But I sometimes like getting dislikes on my videos when I know that people have disliked it for a genuine reason. But the problem is, I can never determine why someone dislikes a video, whether it's for a genuine reason or just because they're trolling or hating or whatever, you know? And I would like to see YouTube get to a stage where people can leave a note when they leave a dislike, for example. So, for example, if one of my subscribers disliked this video, they could say, you know, they could leave a dislike, and instead of just leaving it as it is and just clicking dislike, they could leave a note or a little comment just saying, you know, I didn't enjoy this video, but here's the reason why. And then I would know, and then I'll be able to improve, you know? Otherwise, they just leave a dislike, and most people don't bother leaving a comment, and you can't tell why they've left a dislike. And how are you supposed to improve as a YouTuber when you get told that people might not like your videos, yet they won't give you a reason? You know, that's what I don't like about it. So it's quite simple, and I know they'd never do that, obviously, but even so, it would be a very nice idea, and it would be very good for me as well, because I do know that some people don't like my videos for valid reasons, and I would want to know what those valid reasons are so I can improve, you know. But there you go. Next question comes from, I know it's not the exact same question, but even so. Next question comes from, I've already answered one of his, don't want to answer another one. And I don't want to concede either, so I won't take my eyes off the screen until the ball goes out of play. God, both of the goals I conceded were so sloppy and so misfortunate, but they're my fault, obviously, but even so. Oh, it's a good chance for a break. Oh, I didn't get the chip-free ball right. Oh, still a chance. Oh, he's played the offside. I thought I played it perfectly. Next question comes from Eric. He says, I know you like basketball, but what is your take on hockey? I know geographically it's not popular, but do you have any interest? No, sorry, I don't. I feel like it's a sport I could probably get interested in, but it would take me a while. And I'm not someone who likes getting into a sport which I know nothing about, and I don't know the players and the teams. So, you know, that's like with basketball, for example, I like to think I'm relatively knowledgeable enough. And, you know, I watched all the playoffs, or most of the playoffs. I can't watch all of them, obviously, but I watched most of the playoffs and the finals, and I watched some of the regular season. I watched the highlights of the regular season, but I watched the playoffs live. I just don't have the time to watch all the regular games live. But with hockey, I wouldn't have the time for it, you know. And it does seem like the type of thing I could get interested in, but I just don't have the time for it, and I wouldn't know enough, and I wouldn't be able to talk about it because I'll probably sound like an idiot, and so on and so forth. But yeah, it's not really popular over here, to be honest. But there you go. Next question comes from Pumis, a long-term sub of mine, and he says, would you ever consider uploading vlogs? No, because I talked about the reason I won't do face cam earlier. It's just because I'm way too self-conscious, you know, it really is. I don't feel like my commentary is good enough for vlogs anyway. To be a vlogger, I feel like you need to be... I feel like you need to have a good speaking voice anyway, which I clearly don't. And I also don't really feel... Oh my god! Every single time they keep breaking through. Oh, for goodness sake. We've only got a couple of minutes to go as well. I knew that was going to happen as soon as he played that ball forward. Oh, do you know what? I just realised I've still been on ultra attacking. That's the reason I conceded there. Oh, I have such bad concentration levels. Oh, come on. No, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, 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 yes. Oh, what a challenge that is. Yeah, I wouldn't consider uploading vlogs because I don't have a good enough speaking voice, and I don't feel confident in my own abilities, and I'm very self-conscious about my appearance, and so on and so forth. So that's why I wouldn't consider uploading them. It's as simple as that, really. Plus, I don't think they'd be good for my channel anyway. I feel like it's not really to do with my personality, but there you go. Oh man, we conceded late on in normal time, and we conceded late on in extra time as well. I really have such a bad concentration level. I really need to sort that out. That Adam Campbell guy, you know, he is so good on career mode. He's so quick. I really should have won that game as well. I really should have done. They had a lot of shots, but most of them weren't on target. I should have won that game. Oh, I don't fancy my chances of winning this on penalties. Carrasco's going to take the fifth. I do not fancy my chances of winning this on penalties. I really don't. Look at my penalty takers. They're quite poor. Okay, come on now. I need to win this. I cannot lose. Come on, Alex McCarthy. Oh, no! How? How are you going to play me like that game? That is so... Oh, for goodness sake. What a piece. Did you see that? I mean, obviously you would have seen that. He just deflected off his boot. That is just so unfortunate. Yes, McCarthy, get in. Oh, God. Kingdom Hearts ×2 says, what's your dream job and do you have any favourite subscribers? That's right in the green. Oh, just about. Just about. That's deserved after the first penalty. Well, I don't have favourite subscribers per se, but I do appreciate the long-term ones. That really does mean a lot to me. I know you're a long-term one as well, so I really do appreciate that. But yes, 3-2. Come on. But yeah, my dream job is, you know, like I really would like to do YouTube as a job for. Oh, what a penalty for the future! I really would. Like, YouTube isn't my job, by the way. It isn't. It's what you consider a part-time job. YouTube. So it's not. Oh, he saved it. What a save! Tips onto the bar. It's not my job. It's like a part-time job, but I would like to turn it into a full-time job one day, and hopefully I'll be able to do that. You know. So there you go. Oh, what a penalty! I've got to score this penalty now. Oh man, I've got to score with Carrasco, or I'm losing. Come on, Carrasco. Yes, sends the keeper the wrong way. See, I'd like to do YouTube as a full-time job, but there you go. Joe King says, what plans do you have for FIFA 15 and what other games might you play? Oh my god! Oh my god! This is just the most bizarre shootout ever. Come on, Matthew Wilkinson. He's done it. We've won the shootout. Jesus Christ. That was just bizarre as hell. Some of those penalties, man, I don't even know. That was ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, what plans do I have for FIFA 15? Career mode, online content, same as usual. And what other games might I play for my channel? I just don't have the time for other games. I've said this before, I really don't. You know, I'm doing 2 10+ minute videos a day and usually a third video too. I just do not have the time, you know, I really don't. So, yeah, I'll most likely just stick to FIFA like I'm doing right now because it's working and people are enjoying it. And there you go. But, oh God almighty, that was such a tense game. That's one of my favourite finals I've ever played, but Jesus, man, some of those penalties, I don't even know. Still, Carrasco is going to lift his first trophy ever. And we have won the Capital One Cup final. So, yeah, I'm not, you know, 100% bothered about it, but I'm still very pleased we have managed to win it because, you know, it's great to retain trophies and we'll get a bit of money for it. And, yeah, there you go. We've won the Capital One Cup on penalties. A free game. That really was exciting. It really was. You guys must have really enjoyed the gameplay in this. You know, you probably didn't enjoy my defending, but you must have at least enjoyed the gameplay. It was very entertaining, or at least I thought so. And, yeah, the last 2 questions comes from Joe King again. He says, would you consider streaming? I can't really do that. And Raven Birmingham says, 2 questions, top 5 Eminem songs, and could we ever see different games on your YouTube channel? Well, I just answered the latter. Probably not. But the former, I don't really have a top 5, but my favourite Eminem song is one of my favourite songs of all time, and that's Eminem Beautiful. I absolutely love that song. And if I remember, I'll leave it in the description so you guys can listen to it. It's an absolutely fantastic tune, and Eminem is just an amazing rapper. But, yes, we've won the Capital One Cup 5-4 on penalties. We did it all the way with a backup side. I'm very proud of that. And, yeah, that was such a tense final. But really enjoyable, and I hope you guys did enjoy it as well. And, yeah, that was really cool, wasn't it? That was really tense, but there you go. And as we're going to enter a new month, I'm going to do a live squad report as well, because everyone likes live squad reports, don't they? I hope. And yeah, let's I just remembered Oscar Polo playing the next game. Right, you squad monthly report. Where are we? Oh, look at some of these players, they're so poor. Some of them are okay. This guy looks pretty decent. This guy looks quite good. That guy looks quite good. That guy looks quite good. That guy looks quite poor. Poor. Average. Poor. But yeah, some of these players, man, seriously. What was I doing? Yeah, live squad reports. Let's do a quick live squad report to end the episode off. And there you go. So McCarthy's gone up 1 rating. Not sure how based on that game, but yeah, this squad is looking so good. And again, I've read quite a few comments from people asking me, you know, am I going to be moving clubs at the end of the season? I want to win the Champions League first. You know, once I've won the Champions League, oh, Gutierrez, don't you just love him? Once I've won the Champions League, then I will consider moving into. Wow, almost had the hiccups there. Once I've won once I've won, oh please don't tell me I'm going to have the cups. Once I've won the Champions League with Millwall, then I will consider leaving to a new club. But before that, I'm going to stay. But yeah, I've got to win the Champions League first. Triggsy boy, 86 overall. God, this squad looks so good, doesn't it? I don't really know what I'm going to do next year. I really don't. This squad is just absolutely incredible. It's absolutely brilliant to play with, and it's just so strong all over. It's absolutely fantastic. But usually after a live commentary, I ask you guys to comment something, but I can't think of anything, to be honest. But yeah, there you go. There's the league table, and we are currently 10 points behind Spurs, although we do have a game in hand. We've got Palace in the next game, which we should be able to win as they're sitting in 10th. If we win that, we cut the gap to 7 points with, what 12 games to go? Yeah, 7 points with 12 games to go if we win the next game. So hopefully we can do that. And yeah, now after winning the Capital One Cup, our focus now shifts to the league. So, oh, Jesus. I like Colombia, but you're a project, and I just don't have the time to work on it. But there you go. I'm most likely going to take Spain or Portugal at the end of this. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I've lost my breath, to be honest. Thanks for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like. It's going to be a really long episode. So if you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, because that is much appreciated. And it really, really does help my channel out. And yeah, if you could just comment and... what could I ask you guys to comment? Do you know what? I'd like to ask you guys a question, and that is, when did you subscribe to me? I'd like to know when you guys subscribed to me, because I know I've got quite a lot of long-term subs that are still on this channel, but I'd really like to know when you guys subscribed. So if you could leave a comment and tell me when you subscribed, I would really be interested to see what kind of mix I've got at the moment. Maybe I've got a lot of new subscribers coming in and watching this series. Maybe I've got all the existing ones. So yeah, leave a comment and let me know when you subscribe to me. So thanks for watching the video. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like. And don't forget to comment and tell me when you subscribed to me. Goodbye.